enjoying the day, the beautiful land of Sedona here. As you can see, we're in the outskirts behind Thunder Mountain, um, at least 4 to 5 thousand feet up. Earlier today, I made a video with Ryan talking about vibrations and denial and certain things like that, and I just wanted to add a little bit to it regarding overcoming obstacles that we have set ourselves for ourselves to overcome. So at this time, we have the key, we have the knowledge and the tools to overcome any challenge that has been put before us, and that's what makes the journey so worthwhile, to be able to overcome obstacles and everything that feels difficult sometimes. But I feel that that's what we're here to do. We're here to take it all in and start seeing, with different lessons. We have this eyes that sometimes could be obscured by our limitations and by our belief system. So I feel that once we start seeing clearly, once we start using, our eyes the way we're supposed to use them, then we'll be perfectly fine. We'll be perfectly allowed ourselves to have a better, a smoother, road. To be able to ride this ride a little bit smoother with not that many curves and ups and downs. It could just be straightforward. So I feel that's what we have to do. We have to really see what's keeping us. Like anything that's not serving us, we have to learn to let go. And everything you don't see in the past as wisdom will keep repeating itself and cycling one way or another. So if you could learn from the past, if you could learn from you could call it the mistakes you've made, then you could allow for new ones to come in, because life, it's all about lessons, and it never stops. There's always more lessons after lesson after lesson. So once you're open to that, you open to a whole new level of experience, and you could expand your consciousness, your awareness, and not only that, but it makes this so much easier, but I feel that if you spend a little bit of time, if you're around nature a little bit more, you get to if you're around nature, you get to understand your true nature, which is what we're here to do. We're here to understand what we are and what we're here for. I mean, we're in this physical form, but obviously we're more than that. We're spiritual beings having a human awakening. So the faster we could realize that, the faster we could become, the faster we realize and wake up, because right now we're awakening, we're still dreaming. We want to bring this dream and make it a reality. That's why we're here, to make this world a reality, and not let it feel so much that's a dream or an illusion, but to actually make something with it. We're here to create. We're here to expand this learning scale that we have here. So I feel that we have to be willingly to expand that, to expand our consciousness to that. So I think that's the only thing I can tell you, to not limit yourself, to not feel that you're limited, because if you limit yourself to that, then you will stay there, and you're more than that. Obviously you're capable of doing more. You just have to allow yourself to believe in yourself, to not lose faith in yourself. That's what fuels our spirit, our faith. Our belief is what creates our reality. So we have to believe in more, and believe in everything, not just one thing, but believe in everything you hear, all the stories you hear, everyone that speaks the truth, their wisdom. Listen to it, see it for what it is. And if you can hear what they're, don't listen sometimes to what people are saying. Listen to that what they're not saying. You have to look deeper into people when they're talking to you, because sometimes we get caught up in the things people say, and we might be affected in a negative way. But you have to look deeper into them and hear what they're not saying, because they're still not ready for that. They can't hear themselves. So do that. You could be more empathetic towards people and listen to what they're not saying, and then you start seeing clearly, you start hearing clearly, and then you start be able to listen to yourself and what the message that's been sent through your soul. It has directed you. It has a geographical map of what it wants you to do here in this life. So you have to be able to open to that. The faster you listen to your soul, the faster you listen to your higher self, you know, the faster you be able to progress here and see things differently. So I suggest you take that time to find that inner tranquility, that silence in yourself, to start listening to the message, because that's what we lack. We lack listening. You know, sometimes we hear, but we don't keep it in. We kind of, it comes one ear and it goes out the other. So start listening. Start becoming more in tune to yourself. You already know what you need to do. You just have to be willing to. You can restore your will. Restore that will that you have. That it feeds you. It will feed everything that you need. It will give you that energy. It will sustain you. You need to find that in yourself to restore your will and be willing to do anything you want in this life. So that's the only thing I could share with you guys, is restore your will. Look at all the things that you have denied yourself and do them. You know, don't restrict yourself because of your belief system. Don't be fearful to do anything. Just go out there and experience the world 100%. With no guilt, with no remorse of anything. Just go out there and experience life. You have nothing to lose. If you know that you're just here passing through, then why not experience everything you can? You'll be in this body for a period of time, and then you'll come back, or you might go somewhere else in another world, another universe. So just be you 100% here. Don't limit yourself to a small percentage. Fulfill everything that you can in this life, and the faster you do that, the faster you'll move out of here. If you feel like it's too dense for you, you'll move somewhere else. You go higher than this plane. So that's all I can tell you guys right now. It's just don't limit yourself, see in yourself what you're denying yourself, and once you understand that, then you know where to go. So I will leave you guys off with that. Just really looking deeply in what you're doing right now and what you're denying yourself. Don't deny yourself the opportunity to become full, to be whole. Because when you deny something, you deny it to the whole world. You're here to share your gift, your abilities, and only you could do that. So you have to be willing to fulfill that potential you have, to fulfill your purpose. Only you could do it. So take charge, go forward, don't look back, and you'll do good. I guarantee you that once you start doing that, you'll feel better about yourself. Go out there in nature, enjoy it. You know, connect with it, connect with yourself, and you'll be right on track. You'll get back on track. You know, and if you need assistance, you always have people around you, or even yourself. Look in the mirror and constantly remind yourself what you are. Because that's very powerful, to be able to look into yourself, to be able to have that depthness and intimacy with yourself. Look into your eyes, your soul speaking through you to there. That's where the soul speaks through you, through your eyes. So just look deep into yourself, into the mirror, or use anyone else to be that mirror for you. Once you find that, then you'll be able to see clearly. I guarantee you guys. Look deep into yourselves, and you'll find all the answers there. So,
Namaste and Lakach, my family. So we are here, as Saber said, Saber, up on the top and the backside of Thunder Mountain. We're here in a very sacred site, a very ancient place. And sometimes we find when we need to connect with spirit, the easiest way to do that is to get out in nature, get on top of one of these huge vortexes, and let our frequency speak for itself. A lot of changes going on in the planet right now. A lot of choices are being laid out in front of you as far as the importance of what you want to learn in this incarnation. Like I say, when you go through life, your will wills it into your existence. That's very important to understand. It's not in anyone else's hands, and no one has power over you. It is for your individual experience here in 3D and what you wish to partake in. And then once you level up above 3D, the interaction between you and your true self, your higher selves, and your highest self. And this foundational understanding of what we're in right now, I've been on vision quests, and I've seen, especially climbing and feeling the energy course through my vessel in these places, you truly understand that you're an energetic being having a very physical experience. And that is exactly what it is. I really enjoy, things like Occam's razor. What's the easiest answer? All this mumbo jumbo, or, you're an energetic being inside of a vessel experiencing this plane of existence. That seems very clear to me. As far as the information that is shared, and as far as the information that is being shared from your higher selves to you in dream time and to you consciously. Many of you have many gifts that you need to share with this planet. Many starseeds here need to step up into their role which they were assigned and agreed to do before incarnating here. The limitations that you might find in this place is simply this program matrix trying to conform or control you. You, however, are older than this program. So to remember your true self in the I Am presence, and at all times always come from your highest. Now, as far as your ability sets, turning your hands on, turning your throat chakra on, so you can hear. At first, your inner voice, your intuition. As you get more advanced, your fifth dimensional self. As you get more advanced, here come in your guardians and friends to your soul stream that may have input and direction in this life path which you have chosen for yourself. Many of us have gone through many trials and tribulations so that we may have experienced the dark, so that we can later reflect upon it and help our brothers and sisters out of it. Many of the experiences you've gone through in your life, I can tell you first and foremost that the strongest of us have also had the hardest tests. Okay? Of course we did, because we're strong enough to do that. Many beings are not strong enough to be dropped into darkness, find the light, and step into their power. I'm saying you are those beings, and you are that strong. And do not let anyone tell you anything different. Your family, your peers, or any other person who's operating in a 3D consciousness. For how can a being in a 3D consciousness try and explain the energetics and the oneness of you, your consciousness, your soul? A 3D consciousness cannot explain this to you. You inside of this vessel and from your heart, jacked into your stream, can. The greatest teacher you will ever find in this place is yourself. What I like to reflect upon many times is, in past lives, we have figured many of these things out. You have figured many of these skill sets and abilities out already. You already mastered them. All you simply have to do is remember. Remember your true self. Remember who you are. You have all of the support in the universe right now awaiting you and your trials and through your initiations. Yes, each and every one of us has to go through their initiations. And why? You have to be able to control your mind. You have to be able to control the fear, so that when you are given back your gifts and your power, and as you step into it, that you don't manifest negative things, because you can't control this. This was simply a tool created to monitor this reality and your brain, right? Also processes and anchors all of the higher consciousness, which streams 24/7, 365 through your vessel, with or without your knowingness. Okay. Many of these energetic spots, these pulse points on this planet, Sedona definitely being a city of light and being one of the most awesome, which I greatly appreciate. You have to also understand the type of beings that are here on this plane of existence, and many of the beings who have shown up for this cycle. Okay. I have seen many things in this place. I've also seen what truly a cosmic being is. What truly a higher consciousness being is, above all of these higher selves. But truly the lower self of an ultra-terrestrial being who is responsible for this quadrant, this being our galaxy. There are many big beings who are monitoring us and viewing us simply as parents to make sure that the ship goes through smoothly, and that anything from you all the way up and all the way down that needs to be adjusted. I want you to understand that all of that support is here. The thing about the dark side, and the thing about this confusion, remember, the dark simply means you do not know. Okay? What it means is that even some of your higher selves are being adjusted, and some of the motives behind their decisions and the controls upon you are being monitored as well. You are not in this alone. Every bit of aid is here staring at you behind the veil. And those of us who are beginning to see through the veil can see this. It's very different when you have a nightmare, let's just say, and you wake up at 3:30 in the morning and you're staring at the being trying to influence your conscious stream. When you look them dead in the eye, I see you. It changes the game, okay? And many of us who are being activated with our third eyes on first, okay? These are some of the things you have to understand. And you also have to understand too that some of us, it's not saying, some of the best channels in the world on this planet, the throat chakra is fully on. They are a pure stream of consciousness where a higher upper dimensional being can stream through them in 3D, and here comes the information. The key is that it's not that, you can't compare a healer to an empath to someone who can see as one specific ability set. Just as you can't compare the best basketball player to the best soccer player. Guess what? The best soccer player is amazing. The best baseball player is amazing. Football player, whatever it is for you guys. Okay, it's not about, this or that. It's about collectively the team. The team, the alliance is what's important right now. The alliance of all light beings on this planet and their responsibilities to aid mass consciousness in this transition in a very cool, calm, and collective manner. So that when some of these things and questions are brought to everyone's attention, that there is an explanation that is not written by somebody who isn't even awake. Okay? I know it's hard, and the first wavers have done an excellent job in creating the books. Guys like Drunvalo, who also lives in Sedona. Guys like these who have done a great job. Many Native American chiefs across this planet, grandfathers, grandmothers, have spoke about these days. And it's our jobs as the Indigos, right? These rainbow warriors, which I am, which Saber is, to understand that our responsibility is to hold the foundational understanding so that these crystal kids, can come in and basically create this, paradise on earth. We are the foundations of the pillars, us first and second wavers, and we will hold. We will stand against the tide, and we are ready for anything that this planet has ready to throw at us. We have thousands of incarnations behind us, more so than that actually, but in this plane of existence. So it's not that this hasn't been done before. The issue is that in this diversity on this planet, there are so many streams attached to the vessels that many of these opportunities have not been tried, especially here on this planet. Okay. A Palladian, Andromedan, Draconi, Anunnaki, Lyran, conscious streams all in one suit and go. Okay? What does that make? It makes an awesome universal being if you can hold the structure. If you can balance the conscious streams and always come from your heart and go for the highest intent. If you want your vertical inclination of the fastest way to go through this and ascend is go with the highest intent always, 24 hours, 365. What would you do? What would you need? Don't do anything to anyone that you wouldn't want done to you in a negative way. And when you see your brothers and sisters that need aid, help them. It could be simply a high five, a smile, some food, but showing that you care. For we're all pieces and fractals of one another. And all of us are represented in these galactic councils on the highest levels. I understand that sometimes it may be confusing because in your dream time you only get a 30-second clip, and then 30 seconds of, okay, I got this visual, I saw this, that was amazing, what does it mean? What I can say is the more you dive into that, you dive into your inner consciousness and the unconscious individually every single day. You start making these analogies every single morning when you wake up. And once you go through those trials and those tests, these answers you can't get from outside of yourself because everyone is different. Everyone has a different and diverse stream coursing through them. Many of us have had very awesome lives in the past. Amazing lives. You have. Okay? To remember that the amazingness of it, right, and the good things you have done is very positive right now. And when you do have to process some of the negative things, to process it and then move forward. Not to continue to point fingers at what happened and some of the different, things that happened here, because there has been conflict here. Fantastic. Move on. Turn the page. Next chapter. What's this about? Now. The present moment. This is where all your power is. In this present moment of your own individual manifestation, and your individual knowingness and your individual curiosity to develop more about who you truly are and what you wish to experience here on planet Earth. So with that, I'll leave you with the highest intent for all my brothers and sisters across planet Earth, and we are very proud of every single one of you. We love you very much. Namaste.
On another note, we like to understand the part of our emotions, the part that allows us to the reason why we're here in this physical form is to feel. And we were given, obviously, our mind and our emotions as a tool to be able to function in this realm. But most likely we have to be able to start managing our emotions, be able to understand our emotions, thoughts, intuition, feeling, our senses. They're all tools for us to use. So rather than allowing our emotions dictate our lives, we have to start managing them and start filtering the thought process, what we feel, what comes in, what goes out. Because you have to be able to observe your thoughts, to be able to have that inner dialogue every time you're being triggered or you're being pushed on or aggravated. You have to be able to have a different way of responding, because right now what we're doing, we're responding to consciousness. We're all connected, so we're responding to it. So what we have to do is start managing our emotions, our feelings, and our actions. So the way you could do that is by start recognizing them. What's yours? Which thoughts are yours and which thoughts are consciousness? What are you filtering? What are you picking up? So it's very important that you start looking into what is it that you're really feeling, and what is that really yours, and not be influenced by the stream of consciousness that we're receptive to. We have to be able to start using our words, to start feeling our emotions. We have to be empathetic, not completely detach ourselves from emotions, but to be able to understand them and know what's ours and what's not ours. We don't have to take the burden of the world. We have to be able to understand it and accept it and start using that, because our emotions are very powerful. You can use those emotions. It creates that energy. It creates the feeling. You can only imagine what once you start managing and taking over your emotions, your feelings, then you could do anything. Anything's possible once you manage that, because you cannot be in this planet without having emotion or feeling. Without this world was created for that, for the sense of experiencing feelings and emotions. So you have to be able to use them. Don't let them use you. Like I said, regain the power of using what you're giving. You were giving this body, this mind, and I don't even talk about the heart. The heart is all knowing. The heart just knows. It's pure knowledge. So once you start, there's a different process of level. There's your emotion, your pain body, your emotional body. Then obviously there's the mind and the spirit. So once you start aligning to those, then you'll start aligning to the one that's essential to you, the one that creates your balance and that centers you to this reality, which is your heart. Once you start using those, then you'll center right to the center of here. This is your center. This is your universe right here. It's right here. And it's connected to the whole universe, connected to a consciousness. So once you start managing your emotions, and then you'll be able to act upon them correctly in a more mature way. We were very immature in that sense. We haven't fully understood our emotions and feelings and what we could do with them. So it's very essential that we start using them correctly, maturely. It's hard to grow up, I know that, but it's something that we must do. We can't keep pretending that something will come and save us or something will show up. We have to. It's waiting for us. It's out there waiting for us. The doors are open. You just have to walk through. It's a everyday thing. You have to keep pushing forward. Like I said, use your emotions. Don't let them use you. Use that intuition you have, and it'll provide the map. It'll provide the compass you need. Like I said, but your emotions, very important. I forgot to talk about that, but they're very essential. Learn how to use them. Don't let them use you. Influence your emotions. Be an example to this world. That's the only way you'll be able to change the world, is by changing your perception, by understanding your emotions, and therefore you'll be able to be the perfect example of being a human being. And that's what we're here to do, to fully be that. So please take notice of your emotions and where they come from, and to be able to use them in a different way, and not to be able to point fingers at anyone, because no one can hurt you without your consent. No one can affect you without your consent. The biggest critic is yourself. The biggest person that we judge ourselves and criticize ourselves. There's no one else out there that could create more harm and pain and doubt than us. So just remind yourself every day that you have control of that, how you react to people. So just take notice of that every day.
And if you're in a negative situation, you have the power to walk away and get out of it.
That's right.
If you're in a negative situation, in a negative circle with a bunch of people that are not shifting or that wish to reflect that negativity, you individually have a choice to walk away.
So choices.
So it's your choice.
It's always about choice.
Always about choices. You can either sit and marinate in that, or you can leave and choose something more.
So choice in the way you use this world. And like I said, you need to step forward and start using your power. Stop giving it away. Stop. You have to take it all in and start using. And you have a abundance of energy. If you want to look at worth and appreciation, you have to do it yourself. There's an abundance of self-worth that we have that we need to start using. Nobody could give you that. So you have to start doing that yourself. Like I said, it's all within yourself. No one else could provide that energy. You have that. You have that will. You're a sovereign spirit in this world. You're free. You need to start using that. And stop. And you're your prisoner. You need to open those prison gates that you have set for yourself and expand yourself. That's all I can tell you guys. It's within you. No one else can provide for you. No one can do it for you. You have to do it yourself. We can show you, advise you, but at the end of the day, you have to make your decisions. No one else can make them for you. So just take consideration of that. We're better than that. We're more than that. And the faster you realize that you have control over your life, that you create this reality with your thoughts, with your feelings, with your emotions, the faster you will create a better world in this world, the better you will understand what we're here to do. So just take time, a couple minutes to just to go within yourself, to become the observer of all, of your own thoughts, of everyone around you. Start listening, pay attention. The biggest way of respect is to be able to listen to people, to actually genuinely listen to people, to listen to yourself. When you're speaking, I'm speaking to you right now because I want to hear myself. I want to be able to see what I'm saying. Every time we speak to each other, because we want to listen. There's something about us because we keep repeating the same things. So we have to start listening. Because once you listen and you learn that, there'll be no more words. There'll be an understanding. It's pure intuition. It's pure knowingness. Be able to talk to people without words. Because now you know you're connected. You're connected in a higher way. Words are just, like I said, a tool for right now. It's all tools that are given to us. But once we step up to our true nature, our true essence, there's no stopping us in this physical realm. There's many. So we have to get this one completely 100% before we move on, guys. There's no skipping. There's no skipping grades here. We're here. We're eternal beings. Whether we like it or not, we're eternal. We will never cease to end, to exist. We will always be. No matter if we're here or somewhere else, we'll always be somewhere. No matter where, we're always going to be something. So get your stuff done, guys. Get your shit straight, and let's do this. We're keep hesitating. Let's not wait any longer. Let's do it right now. Right now is the time. If you want to look at your future, look at your present. This is your future right here, right now. What you are now will be your future. So don't look in a distance. Look right now, because this is what matters right now. What you do right now at this moment is what will create that future. So I'll leave you guys with that again, and thank you for listening, and thank you for allowing yourself to be open to this, because you're watching this video because you're open to it. Your soul is curious. Your soul is guiding you for a reason. So listen to it, pay attention, and go forward with it. Thank you.